Warning, Hebrews Toys Reviews is not intended for children. It is for adult collectors and people over the age of 18.
Whoa, beaming down is kind of weird. Hello everybody, Hebrew77 here, and it is Star Trek month. That's right, all month long for the month of January, I will be doing Star Trek toy reviews. And at first I thought about maybe doing the original cast toy reviews, considering I do have some of the original cast from Playmates and also some Mako figures as well. However, I have a lot, and I mean a lot more, of the Next Generation cast. So for this month, we will be going over the Next Generation, and we will be starting with Season 1 Next Generation toy line from Playmates. And today, why not start with the number one in charge? And no, I'm not talking about Commander Riker, but Captain Jean-Luc Picard himself. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Here is his action figure and some of those variants. Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, wait. Yes, this is Hebrew. One to beam up directly to the review bridge. Here he is, the man himself, Captain Jean-Luc Picard in all his plastic glory. While it's true I don't have all of his accessories on me right now for this review, I do have all the accessories for the Star Trek figures, as you can see here. However, going through and sorting all of these out for each review, as you can see, would be kind of a chore, as it were. So instead, we'll just be reviewing the figures by themselves and maybe do an accessory review somewhere along the way. Now, there are many variants of this figure. This particular one is from Generations, Star Trek Generations line, in which the main difference here being their arms and legs are not bendable. They move up and down, and when you seat them on the bridge, their legs sit like so, and sometimes they flop over like this. You can only move the arms around, and here's his make it so hands for this variant. Looks like I got a smudge on the lens there. So we will stand Captain Jean-Luc Picard over here for now with that variant, and we'll take a look at this one. This is a Playmates line. I think this is from season 2 or 3. As you can see, he's got the open coat here, more relaxing uniform, not his regular uniform. And there's not much to say about this one, except it does bend at the elbows and at the knees, but not 90 degrees. And he does have the two fingers, the make it so fingers. Make it so, number one. And so there they are standing together. And here is the yet another variant of Captain Jean-Luc Picard. And this is his Dixon Hill uniform when he goes onto the holodeck as Dixon Hill. Now there are two different versions of this one, and this one actually came in a holodeck 2-pack with Guinan dressed as a 1930s woman in the Dixon Hill novels. I will put him there as well. And one of these Picards, well, all of the figures really come with these little cards here, and this one of course says Captain Jean-Luc Picard. This isn't exactly a file card, but I will read what it says here on the back. Birth date 2305, place of birth Le France, Earth. Parents Maurice and Yvette Picard. Accepted the Starfleet Academy in 2323. Second application. Graduated Academy 2327. Class Valedictorian. First Command USS Stargazer. And it says here also, and 2355, Picard's first command, the USS Stargazer, was destroyed at Maxia, concluding its legendary 22-year mission of deep space exploration. Captain Picard was court-martialed for the loss of the starship at the hands of the Ferengi, but ultimately cleared of all charges. During that mission, Picard's closest friend, Jack Crusher, died in the line of duty. And we all know that storyline, of course, if you watch the season 1 show, and maybe on the next review I will go into further detail. But let's just, for now, focus on this figure. All the Captain Picards, like, this is how you can tell they're Captain. They have 4 bars going. This one has 4 bars going across the top of his chest, because this is a Generations figure, rather than where they're actually supposed to be on his collar, up here, going across. I say bars, but they're actually like little buttons. And you know, that's the rank and symbia for Starfleet. Starfleet is much more like a military sort of not anarchy. What am I trying to say here? Hierarchy, as it were. Now, in this Captain Picard figure, there's also stripes going across each sleeve. And the uniform is quite different than Next Generation, the TV series from the movie. And even the communicator badge is slightly different as you take a look at the TV series communication badge. So they basically, Playmates issued these figures out quickly. They wanted to get them out as fast as they could during the movie. And if you look closely at this particular figure, this is my figure. I was getting a sort of brown spot on his nose, or a grayish spot, so I filled it in with sort of a a peach-colored paint to cover it up, and it's starting to wear off. I do not recommend doing this if it isn't very noticeable. But, you know, if you have these figures over a period of time, that sort of thing will happen. And there is another variant that I do have that I will share with you, possibly in an episode somewhere down the road when I get to it. But these are the basic figures that I think we all have. I would like to, however, get a TV show version of this Picard where he's in his just regular uniform, And somewhere down the line, I would also like to get his dress uniform, which is yet another variant. So that pretty much does it for this review, except, you know, if you look at the feet of each figure, there is a serial number on the bottom of each figure, and this is a number that is unique to each figure, as Playmates was trying to make it a thing where these would be, they would produce so many figures, and if you had a particular kind of figure, it would be more valuable. They did this for adult collectors later on down the road. They were thinking about getting you, the purchaser, the most bang for your buck. That pretty much does it for this review of Captain Picard. I will have another review of him somewhere down the road. Do I recommend Captain Picard? Yes and no. I do recommend the Playmates, this particular Captain Picard, and this Captain Picard, if you want to do a sort of holodeck scenario. He is essential to your collection. You do have to have the Captain after all. However, I do not recommend the Generations Captain Picard, but even though I do like the looks of him, he is cheaply made and none of the joints bend. But if you don't care about that sort of thing, then go for it. And I do believe that it is the Generation figures in which the nose rub is more prominent. So there you have it. Ooh, boy, that's very jarring. Well, there you have it, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, the first figure review of this Star Trek month. And be looking forward to all the Star Trek figures from the next generation. We may even squeeze in a playset here and there. I don't know yet. I've got a lot of, let's just say, buried ruble on top of the Enterprise D right now. Maybe we'll just take a look at the Enterprise D itself. But whatever we look at, remember, this is Hebrews Toy Reviews. And always remember that knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. Now, if you'll excuse me, yes, I'm ready. See you next time.